Welcome to Timberwolf Treasures, friend. Pull up a chair, let the story begin. Gonna show you how to pour that UV shine to craft a resin necklace looking real fine. Yeah, craft it real fine.
Greetings and welcome to Timberwolf Treasures. I'm Colleen and I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to our channel. We're going to have some fun today. What I'm going to do today is make a necklace using different layers. I'm going to try taking some of these colored seashells that are all nice different shades of green and put it in with this very pretty flower that I dried from our backyard. I think they'll go together. I hope they'll go together, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be using Let's Resin UV resin. This is my favorite. I'm not being paid to say this. I just like it. We'll use some good take mica powder, and away we'll go. It really doesn't take a lot to get started in the process. Okay, so actually I should have. Let's see which one it looks best in. Because I would like to be able to see some of the gems behind it. I am partial to the teardrop. I will admit that. I kind of think we're going teardrop. Okay, so to start with, what I like to do is I'm going to grab my long neck lighter because we're going to need it here in just a minute here. Okay, what I like to do is I put a thin layer of just clear UV resin just to start all off, because I like to have a nice clean top to it. Not everyone does this. This is just something I find that is my preference. And you just need to find your way as you go. This is really, if you're just starting out, you don't need a lot of things. You need a mold, you need some UV resin, a UV light. I use my Let's Resin one. It's just off to the side here so it's not in the way. Some color, or I started out with just a few mica powders and a few glitter, and you go from there. So let's have a quick little cure there just to get the top layer all firm. Sorry, saying the wrong words. Sorry about that. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself. Hubby's at work right now, so I thought I'd do a little project. This is just from Temu, just colored shells, and you can get them in a lot of different colors off of Temu. Like there's pinks, there's multicolors, there's blues, there's purples, really, and there's natural colored ones too. There's pastels. Like, you just need to figure out what you like and work with that. So okay. I didn't want a full cure. I just want enough to keep. Yeah. So the next thing we're going to do is the flower, which can be a little tricky because I'm just putting it in as it is. But if you just put it in kind of at an angle and put it in the spot you want, and then I'm pushing down on it, because I want to make sure that there's no bubbles, well, as best as I can. Trying to make sure there's no bubbles underneath it. I did do another video. It was on how to dry flowers. I got this cute little kit off of Amazon. If you're interested, just have a quick peek at that video. And it was actually surprising how easy it is, because it's not the beads. A lot of people are all into that, and I have enough crafts going on. I just needed something easy and fast, and that worked for me. Okay, so I think I've got it in as best as I can. I like the position, and I do have a little bit of UV resin on top of it because I don't want to catch it on fire. Whoops. So gotta make sure nobody wants a fire. Okay, so I'm going to take this over and do another little quick cure. The next one's going to be the stones, and then after the stones we'll put a white backing on the back. Oh, here it is, just off camera. Okay, where did I do with it? I thought I had everything all lined up, and of course I forgot something, but that's okay. I can quickly look for it while I was doing a quick little cure. Sorry about that. Okay, I got my little bucket. I always have baby wipes. That's what I use to clean everything off with. I find they work really well. I just get whatever one I happen to see. Okay, now we've got that in, and once again we're going to put a little bit more resin in. Not a lot. I mean, it's up to you, but this layer, because this is where I'm going to put the seashells in. Now, can I open the bag? Oh, there it did. And I'm just going to put them in behind. And just, you have to have some spots for the UV resin to get into, and for the UV light to get through. Because if a light cannot get through, it cannot cure. So let's put a little bit more in this. We'll try to get everything cured. Got a couple sticking up, so I want to get those down. And I'm going to do another quick little cure. So I find that the easiest way is kind of get your game plan ahead of time. You can just wing it. Just go for it and wing it as you go. It depends on what kind of creativity you are, I guess, because I'm more the planner. And some people are more spontaneous, and while that's doing that, I'm just doing a little bit of white into this UV resin because I want the final layer to be white. You won't see very much of it, but if you do see the odd little pop here and there, I just rather it gives a finished, completed design. Really hope this works out. This is the first time I put these together. I think the colors should go, the green should go with the flower because the leaves are green, so that makes sense to me. So if you're still here, please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate everyone that is still watching. That's amazing. Thank you, thank you. People have been very nice. Okay, now let's have a look here, and it's time to do the final layer. And as you can see, this is really quite easy. You just make your game plan, and away you go. Make sure you get all the way around the little thing that's the little plastic knobby thing, whatever it may be called, I don't know. But that's where you're going to be putting the bail or the jump ring, whichever you decide. When I first started, I did use jump rings. Now I like to use bails more because they kind of finish off the project. But once again, it's what kind of look you want. Okay, Okay, so I'm going to do the final cure. I want to make sure it's cured all the way through. So I'm going to do a couple minutes on the front, a couple minutes on the back. So I'll be right back as soon as it's cured. One moment. Welcome back. I did 2 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the other. I think it should be all done. Got a nice little silver bracelet and a bail. You can get bails. When I first started using bails, I got it off of Amazon. I now get it off of Amazon and Temu. You can get them on both. It just depends on which one you're looking for. Okay, so now let's see how this worked. I hope it worked. Cross your fingers that it worked for me. And let's have a look. See some green. Pulling it out here. There we go. Let's have a look. Gonna have to do a little cleanup. No problem. And there we go. Green shells behind. I don't know if it's a pansy or a dahlia or what is it. When I go to the plant store, I look at the pretty flowers and then I forget. I think that's very pretty. I actually like that quite a bit. When I dried it, the purple did get a little darker. That's okay. I think I actually really like that. I hope you like it too. Trying to figure out different combinations of what can go together. That is, I like that. So we're going to do really quick here and just use a deburring here tool to get rid of the rough edges. No one wants a rough edge on their necklace. And this mold, I've mentioned it a couple times. It's an investment piece, but it's really not that bad. Like I think I saw it on Amazon the other day for $12. So really, really not that bad. So to use a bail, I have tremors in my hands. So I use little tricks to help me get things done that need to get done. So I use the pliers. Most people use pliers. If you have really strong hands, you don't need to. And you just squeeze it. And whoops. Not there. Okay, now let's squeeze it properly. There we go. And all you have to do, cute little necklace. This one I got off of Temu. You can get it wherever you like. And just like that, in under 15 minutes, there's a brand new necklace ready to be worn. Well, thank you one and all for still sticking around and watching me. I hope you like the necklace. I really appreciate everyone that is still here watching. If you've subscribed, I appreciate you. And actually, we got a few more locations that have reached out. We have heard from the UK. We've got California and Florida and some more Canadians, which is very cool. So welcome everyone to the Wolf Pack. Thank you very, very much for stopping by, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching our show today. Timberwolf Treasures is where you want to stay. Learn how to make a UV resin necklace shine. Craft something beautiful and call it yours in time. Yeah, we thank you kindly.